We will move the American embassy to the eternal capital of the Jewish people, Jerusalem.
And we will never allow Israel's adversaries to think a wedge can be driven between us.
UCI, the Unity Coalition for Israel, challenges Hillary Clinton and her supporters to match presidential candidate Donald Trump's strong support for Israel as evidenced by his determination to finally fulfill a 21-year-old U.S. law and move the U.S. Embassy in Israel from its current peculiar place in Tel Aviv to the eternal capital of the Jewish people, Jerusalem. Jerusalem, the eternal capital of the tiny but extremely significant nation of Israel. The archaeological record proves this, and yet Israel is alone among nations in suffering the indignity of nations, including the United States of America, not placing their embassies in Israel in their ancient and revived capital city. It is indeed a wedge issue between the candidates in the upcoming 2016 election, a key difference not mentioned by mainstream media. The crux of the matter is the fulfillment of a 1995 U.S. law, the Jerusalem Embassy Act, which requires the United States to finally move its embassy in Israel from Tel Aviv to its rightful place in the Israeli capital city, Jerusalem, no later than May 31st, 1999. This move of our embassy is long overdue. In a world plagued by an increasing weight of Islamist terror attacks, and with Israel providing the world's best intelligence and knowledge of warfare against our shared enemy, they must see no daylight between them and the USA. Our embassy move would provide the key show of support for our critically important ally, Israel. We would be telling both friends and enemies, we support Jewish sovereignty in their ancient indigenous homeland, Israel, with its eternal city, Jerusalem, as their capital. The Republican candidate, Donald Trump, has shown his support for this move, while Democratic nominee Hillary Clinton has not. Indeed, during her presidential race, she has not even confirmed Jerusalem as Israel's capital city. Here is Trump's viewpoint from AIPAC, March 21st, 2016.
When the United States stands with Israel, the chances of peace really rise and rises exponentially. That's what will happen when Donald Trump is president of the United States. We will move the American embassy to the eternal capital of the Jewish people, Jerusalem. And we will send a clear signal that there is no daylight between America and our most reliable ally, the State of Israel.
But will Hillary Clinton support this move? We see her supporting the move in the past, but as this article points out, it seems she is now sold on the Obama administration's practice of using the waiver clause to indefinitely pause this critical move. Hillary Clinton, all presidents since 1995 have repeatedly claimed the presidential waiver to delay this all-important move of our U.S. Embassy in Israel to its rightful place in Israel's eternal capital, Jerusalem. Will you remove this obvious wedge between our nation and key ally Israel, fulfill U.S. law, and finally move the U.S. Embassy in Israel to Jerusalem?
We will never allow Israel's adversaries to think a wedge can be driven between us. When we have differences, as any friends do, we will work to resolve them quickly and respectfully.
The ground in Jerusalem is ready. The enforcement of the law for this move is long overdue. Donald Trump and the will of the people are for it. The Unity Coalition for Israel calls on all its supporters to contact Hillary Clinton and the Clinton campaign leaders, asking, as Donald Trump has made clear and as you once indicated on your own website in 2008, can you openly say the time to move the U.S. Embassy to Jerusalem is now? Mrs. Clinton, dispel any notions of this great wedge between the U.S. and Israel our misplaced embassy indicates, and show your fundamental support for our great ally and friend, Israel, by committing to move the U.S. Embassy in Israel to its rightful place today. Donald Trump has made it clear where he stands on moving our embassy to Jerusalem. Answer the Unity Coalition for Israel's action alert today ask Hillary Clinton to tell us where she stands regarding this key move to Jerusalem. Let us finally unite as a nation with Israel and her eternal capital, Jerusalem. Go to uc4i.org/move. That's uc4i.org/move and take action today. Also, subscribe to our daily UCI video news and daily news summaries. uc4i.org/subscribe.